Hello everyone, welcome back to Navis Nobilite, and today we are continuing the ship overviews with the Space Marine Strike Cruiser. The bread and butter of the Space Marine fleet, the Strike Cruiser is not actually one vessel, it's actually more like four separate vessels that all use the same chassis. Most of the different vessels don't have any points difference, but they're all kind of collapsed into a single data card. So what do you get for 145 points? You get a 6-hit cruiser with 25 centimeter speed, 90-degree turns, a single shield, 6-up armor all around, and 2 turrets. So, roughly speaking, a little bit better beyond the armor and the turret than a Dauntless light cruiser. Your equipment, when it comes to firepower, a port and starboard strength 4 weapons battery, a prow launch bay that fires 2 Thunderhawks, and a prow bombardment cannon at 30 centimeters, strength 3, front, left, right. Now, this is the basic strike cruiser. In order to take any of the variant strike cruisers, you have to have at least one standard per variant, so bear that in mind. Now, any strike cruiser may take an additional shield for 15 points. This is, at least in my experience, a critically important upgrade, because strike cruisers, even if they have that 6-up armor, are notoriously vulnerable to incoming enemy fire, especially if your enemy is lance heavy. If you are facing against Eldar, you're going to be having a bad day if you don't have some kind of protection. Now, what are the variants of the strike cruiser? Now, they're listed down here in the options. The very first one is you may replace your launch bay with a strength 6, 30 centimeter torpedo tube, which may fire normal or boarding torpedoes. You get that upgrade for free. And there is no cost whatsoever to this upgrade. So you basically can turn a launch bay carrying strike cruiser into a very, very tough torpedo dauntless. You may also replace the launch bay for a firepower 5, 30 centimeter range, front arc only bombardment cannon at no change in cost, making it the rough equivalent, though in my opinion, significantly upgunned version of the Lance Dauntless. Bombardment cannons have certain advantages that Lances don't, and I'll go into that when I go over the fleet overview and the rules overview once I'm done with all of these ships. But very broadly speaking, bombardment cannons use the gunnery table, but they hit on 4s and they crit on 4s. So, bear that in mind. Now, it may also have a version that you replace the prow bombardment cannon for a strength 1, range 30, lance firing front, left, right for 20 points. Now, a lot of people are going to balk at this because it's a pretty significant reduction in strength for a rather dramatic point cost. The reason being, Space Marines are not allowed to have lances in accordance with the Reformation after the Horus Heresy. This is a far more fluffy pick for those of you who may play Dark Angels, who don't give a toss about what most people think. Or you want to have a fleet that is far closer to being pre-heresy. Now, it doesn't mean that this isn't effective. Having a 30 centimeter front, left, right lance on these strike cruisers is actually incredibly handy, especially considering that a lot of what you're going to be doing is high maneuverability combat, desperately trying to get close to the enemy and board them, and hitting something with a lance, it can be very handy when you're trying to board someone so you can get that blast marker on there. But ultimately, this is, again, really for the more fluffy fleets. Just so bear that in mind. So those are the 3 different variants. The option for torpedoes, the option for more bombardment cannons, the option for a single lance. But you can always take that additional shield. And you know what? I would recommend it if you have the points. Because for 160 points, a strike cruiser is still a deal if you get 2 shields. Now, how do you use strike cruisers? These are obviously not gunboats. They are fast-moving, highly maneuverable light cruisers, really meant to get up close to an enemy, dump Thunderhawks or torpedoes or bombardment cannons into an enemy in preparation for a boarding action. Because that's really what strike cruisers are meant to do. They're meant to board enemy vessels. Now, they're also really good at planetary assault, especially with their bombardment cannon rules and the Thunderhawks that they launch. But typically, I field these in squads of 2, so I can go up to an enemy cruiser and give it a really, really bad day. Because that +2 in the boarding action means a lot. I can go up to ships significantly larger than the strike cruiser, even with a single strike cruiser, and cause incredible amounts of damage in a good boarding action. So, that's the Space Marine Strike Cruiser. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next video.